gather around a little town bar or someone's house here in town. We talk about life, the highs and the lows, but we skip over the things that make us foes. We talk about just near anything, laughing about the little things. Leave religion at the door, but we'll pray for you. Politics might sneak in when the world ain't true, but mostly it's just friends, me and you. We talk about work and the times we missed, old friends, new laughs, things we can't resist. The funny things people say, the craziest sights. Life's better when it's shared every Saturday night. We talk about just near anything, laughing about the little things. Leave religion at the door, but we'll pray for you. Politics might sneak in when the world ain't true, but mostly it's just friends, me and you. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, don't be late. Come for the fun and leave a little late. Life's too short, don't you know? Gather around, let the good times flow. We talk about just near anything, laughing about the little things. Leave religion at the door, but we'll pray for you. Politics might sneak in when the world ain't true, but mostly it's just friends, me and you. Saturday nights, they feel so right. A little laughter, a little light. So join us now, it's time to begin. Every Saturday night, let's all jump in.
All right, so tonight we're going to do things a little different. I got Gary going to be coming in to join us. He's got a special topic we're going to talk about. And I've also got Greg and I've got Troy as usual. First off, I'm going to start out with this. A lot of people know that I haven't worked since 2021, a real job. And I have been bored. I'm self-sufficient, so it's not like I'm broke, but I'm just bored. And I decided I was going to start doing this thing that's called Walmart Spark. And in Walmart Spark, there's this really special thing going on. Yeah, hold on, I was trying to say hi to Paul, but there we go. Hey, Paul. I started driving for Walmart Spark this week. And I worked Monday for 4 hours, Tuesday for 4 hours, and Thursday for 4 hours. And in those 12 hours, I went through $40 worth of gas because I was being stupid, not paying attention to what was going on with the app, not knowing how to do it. But I made $400. My girlfriend works 40 hours a week and brings home about $400. You know, I was used to making $50,000 a year before I got injured. So it was pretty obvious that I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. I got paid bi-weekly when I worked. So if I were to do this and be serious about it, I could clear probably $100,000 a year. Not counting gas. But the thing about it is you write off your mileage. And as you're writing off your mileage and getting this thing going and stuff, you got two choices. You can either do just deliveries, or you can do what they call shop and drop. The shop and drops, I've grabbed a couple of them that paid really well. Like I did one here Thursday, $45 to spend about 20 minutes in Walmart, loading up a whole grocery cart full of different items, multiples of different items basically, and delivering it to a restaurant. That was my last drop for Thursday because I said I'll do it till 2:30. At 2:30 I'm done, and then I'll call it quits and go back home. And it was a 10:30 to 2:30 day. And the delivery was in Tully, which is not far from my house if you use the back roads. So when I got there, it was like 10 after 2, and I says, all right, this is the last one for today. I'm not driving back to Walmart, taking any more. I'm done for the day. But that was just like, wow, that is what a great way to make a lot of money. And it's not hard by any means. It's not hard. I was averaging 2-3 deliveries on each trip that I did where it was delivery only. And yeah, they were taking me in weird places, but the shop ones were the ones that were taking me way out far places and using up a lot of gas. But not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them were real close by. It was like probably a 4-mile drive and getting $35 to spend, maybe an hour from start to finish. So, it's $35 an hour. And I thought that was pretty good. But it's possible to make a lot of money. And in doing that, I also got into playing with, because one of the things that happens with driving from Walmart Spark is if they can't connect your bank account to do your direct deposits through, you have to play with this app that's called OnePay. And in OnePay, they don't offer you not just to get paid, and you can do instant transfers to your bank account for like $3.50, kind of like going to an ATM machine, and it transfers your money over, and it's there instantly. So it's really cool, and you get paid within 12 to 24 hours. So I like that part of it. And one of the things that I learned about it is that you don't have to take everything that they throw at you. And you can just say, yeah, that's not as good as I want it to be. And you can just wait until the next one pops up. I just watched a guy today doing deliveries for GoPuff. And he lives in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. GoPuff is 99% deliveries of alcohol and tobacco. You have to do proof of ID for the person that's accepting the item to make sure their ID matches their face, and you have to do all this other stuff. And if it's alcohol, you have to make sure they're not intoxicated and all that stuff. So for Walmart Spark, if somebody gets alcohol, I do have to scan their ID and check it to make sure it looks like their face. But do I care? No, I don't. I don't care at all. It's only an extra step. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. But one thing they also offer through the OnePay app is they offer cryptocurrency. And in cryptocurrency, you can say, okay, I want to buy Bitcoin or I want to buy Ethereum. There's a difference between the two of them. And I'm hoping Mr. Skuse will be coming on here soon because he's been doing this for a while now. And he's got a teacher that's teaching him how to do it. So it would be really cool to get him invested. But before we go on, and before I bring on Greg and Troy, I also want to say this. If you guys haven't watched It's All Grady, Marcel Grady today put out an ultimate video. That thing was touching on a lot of things that people need to pay attention to. It's probably one of the best ones I think I've seen him put out in quite a while. So with all that being said, let's begin bringing people on stage and let's see what else we got going on in the world.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening? I can't get done typing things fast enough.
I'll be honest with you. Life with Greg and Gina threw me for a loop. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, I changed it because I'm not driving no more. So
yeah, I see they got a lot of new drivers over there to co-op.
Oh yeah, and
Yep.
It's falling apart from what I understand. I talked to one of the drivers the other day, and the new guy that took over for Ed, the guy, he came from Frito-Lay, and I guess he brought some drivers with him that are taking over pretty much for everybody.
Yeah.
So he was a potato chip hauler. He's not used to hauling weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, only a third of the weight.
A third? No.
Not even.
A full tractor trailer load of potato chips doesn't even weigh what a full tractor load of styrofoam weighs.
You only get a third of a bag when you get potato chips. But
yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to bring in Gary Skuse from Junk to Gems. and Gary and I have been talking about a topic, and it has to do with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that stuff. And like I said, he's got a teacher for this stuff, so we're going to let him talk about that because I think people need to learn about what's going on with the cryptocurrencies. And I've just gotten involved in it, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm crazy about it or if I hate it, but I'll let you know later on down the road.
Yep, there's a lot of misconception. Hey, Gary, how are you?
Gary.
Hey, Troy, what's happening, Greg?
Hey, how are you?
Gary, you got your Christmas tree up.
Yeah. Gotta be festive, man.
Mine still sits in the box. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother putting it up.
Mine's up. Ours is up. It's been up since Halloween.
Yeah, my tree's been up for 3 years. I just plug it in after Thanksgiving.
I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, the worst thing you can do with a Christmas tree is to never take it down. And I laugh about it, and I'm like, why? Why would you say that? Because personally, like you said, Troy, if it's not plugged in, who else is going to look at it but you?
Yeah. What?
And why waste all that time? Why waste all that time for just a week or two in December?
Exactly. I'm single. Nobody else lives here. I enjoy it, so why not?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so Gary, you and I have been talking back and forth about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a general.
Yeah.
Can you shed some light on that topic?
Well, I mean, I'm just now learning a lot about it, so I can't say that I am by any means a connoisseur of sorts, you know, or a expert by any means, because
no, well, none of us can be.
It's
so new that it's hard for anybody to understand it.
I started buying Bitcoin a couple years ago, just like $10-20 at a time, and I've watched it go up and go down and go up and go down. And I'm like, okay, well, a friend of mine, she's like, have you ever traded crypto before? And I was like, no, I've got like $100 stashed in there. I said, but I don't know anything about trading it. So next thing I know, she's like, she goes, if you put it over here in this website, she goes, and we'll trade one night and see how you do. So I made $18 the first trade. I made $78 the second trade, and this last one a little over $100. So
I know when I first started doing it. Hey, making a home, Lauren Joe, how you doing? When I first seen it offered to me through the Pay One app through Walmart, I was like, all right, I don't know that much about it, but I got thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I've never gone wrong with any investment I've ever made, other than the horse ranches. I went bad on that one because we ended up selling the horse ranches, and one of my partners stole all the money and left us high and dry. So that was the only bad experience I've had with any investments or whatnot. Another one that I've
really an investment.
Another one I played with.
Really an investment.
Yeah. Well, another one I played with is called Acorns. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about that. Acorns, you can just put in so much money, you know, every week or every day or however you want to do it, and it adds up quick. You don't realize it, you know. If you're I was doing like $10 a week, and I think it was $5 a day through the seed business, and it added up super quick.
It does. I mean, you can do that with Bitcoin as well. Just start out buying $5 or $10 at a time. You know, it costs you $1 for the, you know, to buy it, but you know, through PayPal anyway. And then there's other sites like Crypto.com that you can buy it a lot cheaper that way.
Yeah, I've actually dedicated every day I work for Walmart Spark. I've decided I'm dedicating $25 each day.
Okay.
I'm making over $125 a day doing it, and I'm only working 4 hours each time. I said, well, I can afford that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you start doing that every day, and you get up to the point, the average return on the trade is about 20%. So you got to figure if you can make 20% on your money every single week, you know, you ain't gonna find a better return on that.
No, I actually invest in silver and gold, And I'm not selling my gold, by the way. If anybody ever tries to buy my gold, I'll tell them to go to hell. Because gold right now is going, it's headed for that $5,000 happy mark. And I bought in at like 2,000. You know,
Silver is right up there now too. So
well, silver is always going to climb. Oh,
Silver's only like $75 an ounce right now. Gold is over $4,000.
Yeah, but you know, silver is $75 an ounce. Not only, I think it was less than 6 months ago. Silver was less than $30 an ounce.
Yeah, it was 25. Yeah.
I did sell some of my silver because I needed to have cash on hand and didn't have any other way to get it. But I didn't sell all of it, and I didn't sell most of it. I just sold some of it.
Right.
You know what's going to be worth more money than all that?
I heard copper.
These things right here.
That's what I heard. But it's got to be real copper.
They're not making them no more.
Well, the last three that come off the mint were just sold for $10 million.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that? There's 490 billion pennies in circulation, and I go to these stores and they have a sign up saying we no longer do pennies because pennies are hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, they aren't. They're still in circulation.
Yeah.
It's just the real pennies are the ones you want.
Yeah, but the banks aren't carrying them anymore. So,
right.
Well, I can go to the bank all day long and get rolls of pennies. The problem is 90% of that roll of pennies isn't real copper.
Right.
There's copper plated zinc or something like that.
I was a guy was on internet today, and he went to Lowe's, and he got his bill came out to like $100.51, and they rounded it down to the 50-cent mark.
Yep.
And he refused it. He raised hell because they rounded down to 50.
Yeah, he wanted that penny. I seen that.
yeah, he wanted his penny, and they gave him a nickel.
They gave him a nickel.
Yeah,
they gave him a nickel because he was raising so much hell about a penny.
Yeah,
the Family Dollar's here in the Family Dollar in Conklin. They have a sign on their door, willing to buy pennies. I ain't selling mine.
No, I got about 3 coffee cans full of them. I ain't selling mine either. They're gonna sit right there.
Well, what you have to do is you have to look at them because the newer pennies are zinc covered copper,
right?
Or copper covered zinc, and it's not pure copper that they covered it with. So those pennies are really worthless. But they were costing them 3 cents a piece to make. I can understand why stop making something that costs more to make than its value is. You know,
right? Yeah, that makes sense.
I've got 3 5-gallon water jugs full of pennies, and my dad started saving when we was kids. He always just throw the pennies in there. I ain't getting rid of them.
No, because 99% of those are probably real pennies.
Yeah,
Dave, I have a coin that's 99.99999% copper.
I actually have one of the original silver pennies that was ever done on a mint. They used silver to pre-test the mint.
Yeah,
and they weren't supposed to be circulated, and I got one of them.
What's that?
A silver penny.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because silver melts lower than copper in temperature, and they just wanted to proof cement, so they were using silver to proof cement, and then they were supposed to be ground down and then reused for other coins or whatever. They weren't supposed to be circulated, but I do have one of those.
Yep. And then they had the tin ones too. There was some tin pennies.
Yep.
Yeah, I did hear about that, 10 pennies, and those are even starting to get to be worth some cash now because there was very few of them out there.
Yep.
That was
the
end. Be like a pneumatist,
the end of World War II and stuff.
Yeah. When metal was getting rare, or was before it came back anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I know.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but I just seen that Paul has crabs, so we need to think about him.
I can't even see the chat.
I catch it every now and then. So, but Paul,
Oh,
we're
there it
with
goes.
you with your crabs and all and everything. So we love you,
Oh,
brother.
no. Oh,
All right,
those,
now I
those,
can see the chat. There's Paul. How's it going? Paul and Ace is in here. All right.
oh, it actually got to the point in the U.S. with real copper pennies. It got to the point where the copper per pound had higher value than the penny did. So people were actually taking pennies
Yep.
and putting them on the railroad tracks and having them run over so they couldn't be recognized as pennies and selling them as copper. And you could turn in $1 worth of copper. I believe I believe 100 pennies weighed a pound, if I remember right. It was supposed to be 1/100th of a pound.
I think so. Yeah. It was right at that.
And they were selling copper at that time for scrap for like $4 a pound.
Damn.
I did it as a kid because it was funny until we actually derailed a train because we put too many on the tracks in one spot.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to walk too far from home, so we just put them all side by side all the way down the track, and it derailed the train.
Yeah, we used to do that.
I can say that now because the train's not in business over here anymore, but back in them days, they wanted to put us in jail.
Oh, that was a big thing. We always go down. It was a big thing to put pennies on the rails.
Yeah,
My dad,
we used to do it just to see how flat they would get them, But
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, my dad was a plumber, and every time they did a plumbing job, he'd always come home with the plumbing van, and there was always extra pieces and parts. You know what I'm saying? He'd bring home that van, and we'd empty out all the extra stuff that was in the van, and we'd go out into the garage. If it was copper, we'd beat it down with a ball to flatten it out, so like an elbow would now be a flat elbow, and we'd dump it into 5-gallon buckets and stuff. We had yellow brass, white brass, copper, and I think it was nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was nickel.
Yeah,
That nickel 5-gallon drum was worth more than all the other drums we had in the garage.
Yeah.
And then they started using the nickel to make the pennies. Well, that didn't make any sense. If the nickel was worth more than the copper, why do they make pennies out of nickel? And then wrap it in copper to make it look like a penny.
Yeah.
That's our good old government. Let's spend $10.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I guess I did something to the chat, but I couldn't see it earlier. I'm finally getting it back up there.
yeah, if you're doing it on StreamYard, all you gotta do is click on the comment button.
Well, I guess it was in private chat. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even.
It takes me a minute to figure out what's going on because other people use StreamYard and this and that, and I get confused. So
Yeah, I did. I was like, I don't know. I started the chat with the link, and I wasn't sure if I started to make it stay at the top, but I guess I did.
yeah. But it was a good thing because it gave me time to figure out what the hell how to do everything and hold the chat up and stuff. So
Well, see, tonight I was nice about it. I got a hold of Gary on a text message,
Yeah.
but I already emailed him the link before I got a hold of him and said, "Hey, do you want to join?"
yeah.
Right.
I said, "Hey, we're going to be going live. If you want to join us and talk about this stuff, let's do it. But check your email." Yeah, I seen that one.
Another cool light.
That's sweet, Gumby.
Oh, somebody calling me.
He text messaged that to me. Yeah, most time when people call me, it's a potential spam. My phone is really good about calling them out, so I'm really good about calling them out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back, you guys.
Okay.
Okay. If I get a call that says it's potential spam, I don't answer it with hello. I answer it with what.
Yeah,
And if I don't say something right away, I'll say why. I'll growl at them. If they don't say anything, then it's like, okay, well, you have a great day. I'll hang up, and then now I can block their number.
Yeah.
If I don't answer it, I can't block it.
Yeah. I don't even answer them. If I don't know the number, I don't answer it. That's why I send my number to people. I was like, here's my number. Text me first. That way I know it's you. And
Yep. And I'll add you to my contacts with your name.
yeah, exactly.
So when you call or text, it comes up with your name.
Yep.
I do that.
Yep.
I do that.
Because if not, I won't answer it.
I get an average 10 spam calls a day probably.
Yeah.
And depending on where I am and what I'm doing, 99% of the time I'll answer that call. Just so I can hang up on them and hit the block button, and then they can never use that number to call me back. But they always call back from a different number anyway. You know?
Yep.
So, Dave, I see you put the wrench back on Lauren.
Yeah, so I had a heck of a time making that one work. I had to go into YouTube and rewatch the live, and then do it from there.
Yeah, Paul, that's
These are very strong.
Mushu, my pug. And then Mama's behind me, out of the view. Today was her birthday.
Paul Honeyman, actually, if you were to come to New York, I could take you to a bar where the whole top of the bar is nothing but real copper pennies under epoxy. The whole top of the bar.
Well, I got to say, my half-ass sister, which she's more than a half-ass sister now.
Okay, so she's related to me?
Sarah Leonard just came in, so.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, is that Sarah?
Love you, girl.
Yeah, that's Sarah Leonard. Okay, yeah, that's Amy's daughter, right?
No. That's
Amy's
sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's Jimmy's wife.
Okay. Yeah, your half-ass sister. Our half-ass family is pretty big.
There's like umpteen millions of them, but I love every one of them.
I grew up with a lot of Leonards, but nobody from down that way.
Yeah.
So, Troy, what's the deal with the video? Are you crazy?
Is it that bad?
No, it's that bad watching you try to climb down.
Oh yeah, I got up there and I flipped the bed off the Ranger and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was standing on there and I was like turning around. I was like, how the hell I get down from here? I don't know because my vertigo, and I can't step up on a ladder on one step without being all discombobulated. And now I'm standing on the frame of a truck, and yeah.
Does that truck run?
The only thing matter if that truck is the fuel pump is bad on it.
Oh,
But I don't have a title for that truck.
Well, that's the bad part. The fuel pump doesn't matter if you don't have a title.
Well, not really, because I need the
we
bed
all
and
are
interior to put in my truck. But my nephew, who just totaled the Ford Ranger, which is the same year as that one, that he got from when his granddaddy passed away, all the parts off that one that I don't need will fix, and I can bring his truck back the way it's supposed to be. And since that truck will be down here, he's 17, I can hold on to it long enough, hopefully, that he learns how to drive sensibly.
Somebody else's?
Yeah.
Not yours?
Yeah.
no, Troy, I was just giving you grief. It's good to see you're
know.
willing to get out there and do that, though.
What a year ago I couldn't do it, and you two are that got me doing get out and do things.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. He's blaming us for his stupid actions.
I know.
Well, no, that is on me. But y'all two, between y'all two and Michael, it's a gimme. It's just, and
I'll tell you what. I was watching Michael's video the other day where he was talking about those drywall or the drywall screws that use a star head.
Yeah.
And I hit him up and I said, Mike, do they sell the dimple bit for those? And he's like, I don't know. If they did, that's cool. But if they don't, stick with the regular ones because those I sent you special bits for. It only sets the screw in deep enough to put a dimple into the drywall that you can easily mud in,
Exactly.
and it won't drive them in too far, and you can't screw the head out.
Right.
You know?
They're perfect for drywall.
They are. That's what they're made for.
That's what they're for.
Yep. Now, if they did that with a star bit, I would change because I like star bits better than Phillips head all day long.
Are you on my pillow?
Yes, me too. And actually,
Almost every screw that I buy anymore, if it's not a star bit or what they call grip right nails, I don't buy them.
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I'm going to buy a bunch of screws that have a flathead to them.
Yeah.
I have never had a flathead screw not strip out, even putting it in, let alone taking it out.
Was that when I redo antique furniture and stuff like that, I go one of the big signs I go by is it a flathead screws holding it together?
Yep.
Because that's how I know that it is truly an old piece of furniture. And
yeah, but if you don't have the exact screwdriver to take them back out, you're guaranteed to strip.
Oh yeah, yep, you're right.
Guaranteed to strip them. I've done that. It's
Yep.
like, okay, you got a big fat screw, and you got a little tiny screwdriver. Don't use it.
Yeah.
If that screwdriver doesn't go from side to side of that screw, nothing more, nothing less, don't use it.
Right.
Go buy a screwdriver. They're not that expensive.
Yep. What's
Actually,
y'all really can't see it, but the I can't figure out how to do this. The TV entertainment center.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the corner cabinet back there.
Yep.
They were actually, I got those from antique stores from their garbage piles.
Really?
And so they just gave them to me. And and I tear them down completely, piece by piece, and there was nothing left except the parts. And I replaced all the flat panels on them because usually the plywood's always separating and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You get the delamination.
yep. And so I go back in and make all that, and then the hard part is mixing the stain to where everything stains properly.
All right, I'm gonna give you a good secret on how to do that, and
Okay.
it's not really used in stain at all. You take mineral oil and you throw a couple scoops of coffee grounds into it.
Yep.
And just go in there every day and stir it until it gets to be the color you want. And then cheesecloth it out and then put that onto it and let that soak in. Every piece will be almost the exact same.
You can go do one more than that. If you got a bucket and put old rusted nails and stuff in it and leave it out.
I've seen that too. I'm not a rusty stain color kind of person, but yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I like the coffee myself.
Well, yeah, I don't drink coffee, so I never come up across coffee grounds.
It kind of comes up with a color of stain that's called Americana.
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard of the they had a TV series. It's called Barnwood Builders.
Yep.
All right. They're right up here in 40 miles away from here where their shop is and the lay down yard. But the young kid on their show, his homestead joins on to my family's homestead. And great kid. I love him and his wife, his kids, death, and great people. And I've learned a lot from them.
You know, I'm gonna blow you away, but I just looked at a cabin for sale in West Virginia. It was a two bath cabin. I forget the number of square footage that was in the cabin, but it was on 120 acres
Shit.
for Yeah, for like $75,000.
No kidding.
Yeah, $75,000. I was like, holy crap! So what's the land look like? Well, where the cabin sits is flat.
Then it goes.
No, it goes down.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go all the way uphill to get home.
Mountaintop
You gotta
is
go all the
my
way
dad.
uphill.
That's what my family's homestead is. We got
You gotta
390
go all the way
acres,
uphill to get home. It's
but
like the
there's
top of a
only like
mountain.
15 acres on the top, and then everything else just goes straight down.
Yeah, I don't know how much was
Greg
actually
must
on
be
the
sitting there
top.
playing a game.
I don't know how much was actually on top of the mountain with the cabin, but there was room for a nice shop. I will say that. I don't know what it takes to get up there because they won't tell you about the road conditions getting to it, which
Yep.
is kind of odd, you know. I mean, if you're selling a property, that would be kind of important to me.
Well,
I
unless
just
you got a
mean,
big.
Paul, don't even attempt to go there.
Oh, there's hi, Charlene Grady. How we doing?
Hey, Charlie. But Dave and Greg, I tried to send y'all a thing of the property that I'm looking at now. I don't know if y'all got it or not, or if it went through, because I totally suck at sending anything.
That was that little video you were driving in the car, right?
Well, yeah, is that? But then I actually today I tried to send y'all the realtor's post
Oh,
for that property.
Gary, what dog is that?
This is Bandy.
Okay, I was thinking it was Audie.
No, Audie's back right here. She's behind me. Come here, Audie. This is Audie.
How the hell can you tell them apart?
Well, Bandy's got black on her face. Audie, her ears stand up.
Most of the time.
Or most of the time, they're up like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? There it
You're
goes. My screen went black for a minute.
Hey, Paul Honeyman, yes, the torque screws do come with a bit in the box, but we're talking about a different bit.
Yeah.
The Phillips head screws that they use for drywall normally, there's a special bit. It's called a dimple bit. The bit is set inside of a metal shroud, so when that screw goes into the drywall, before it can even break the paper, it stops that bit from going in. And if you push extra hard on that bit, it'll actually dimple the sheetrock. So when you mud over that screw, you're not just mudding over the screw head, you're mudding in a regular circular hole.
Yeah.
With a torque that's different.
That's why you put one of them fancy guns with the screws on the strip and you'll bap.
Oh man, Gary, I used to have one of those and I got rid of it because I wasn't doing any work like that anymore. And a friend of mine needed it. And I was like, okay, this one's yours. I'm hooking you up.
Right.
So I hooked him up with it.
Yeah.
And once I hooked him up with it, he was like, yeah, I don't really care for that because the screws cost more money. Well, duh.
Not much. For the time they save.
Merry Christmas, Charlene.
When you're doing this for a living, the time they save is worth their weight in gold.
Yeah. Well, it's like that real long screw gun where it comes with a strip for screwing down flooring so you don't have to keep bending over.
Yeah.
What's your back worth? What's your back worth? My God.
No, I'd rather carry a pocket full of strips with me and just load them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can do an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and me and 2 guys in like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Right. Well, when I turned 13 years old, my dad literally grabbed me up by the back of the shirt and said, "Boy, it's time for you to learn the trade." And he had me going in, and he was wiring new houses, and he started teaching me that. By the time I was 15, I was co-contracting out.
Yeah.
To wire houses. But then too, when I was 13, we were building a house and he just had the guys rough it in. And he said, okay, this is your bedroom and your sister's bedroom. You have to wire it, insulate it, do all
Sheetrock
the
it.
drywall, sheetrock, and everything in it, and paint it. That is your job.
My dad was an inventor, and he actually created this tool that was called the Dickle-Do-It Wedget. He did it for plumbing because he was a plumbing and heating kind of guy, but it comes in so handy for electrical. You know what I'm saying? If you're running on 16-inch on center studs, when you open up that roll of wire like Mike was doing recently over there at the principal's house,
I already know what you're talking about.
it's a wire thing. You put it inside that roll, and it sticks into the studs on both sides.
Yep.
So when you're pulling that wire, the wire doesn't untwist; it stays untwisted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when Mike was doing it, I was like, dude, you just did that so wrong. For me, I'd have to put it on a broomstick between two ladders or something to keep it flat.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to pull if you haven't got to pull it around the edges of the wire.
Yeah.
It is, and actually, I love Mike and Lisa to death. And so
I do.
They're learning as they go.
If I was over there right now, that whole place would be sheetrocked.
Yep. And it's
Sure
the same way whenever they were when they were running the PEX piping. And
Yep. Unroll it by walking it down the line. Don't unroll it by pulling it out of the top of the spool.
right. Put a stick through it and just start one end and go down.
Yep. Because that does two options too. Once you roll it out flat in the ditch like that by unrolling the roll rather than uncoiling it.
Yeah.
Once you do that and you let the sun shine on it for a day,
Then
it will lay down in the ditch where it belongs.
But
Theirs never did because they had to keep untwisting and untwisting and untwisting. I'm like, yeah, no, you did that wrong.
But it's nothing against them. They're young
Oh,
kids.
it's a learning lesson.
They haven't learned the things that we've done.
Charlene, Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah, it's just one of them things. I mean, if you've done it before, like a lot, like I have,
Yeah.
then it just makes sense to do it that way. But if you're,
They
if
sure
you're
have.
new, I can understand.
I would love to go out there and take my camper out there and just set it up on the upper corner
Yep.
and just say,
Over where we had the TP.
yeah, Mike, whenever you go do anything, just let me come down and show you what I know. If I don't know everything, but at least I can show you what I do know.
See,
honest with you.
drink coffee, you would.
I'll be honest with you. Hey, Shorthand Homestead, how we doing? I'll be honest with you. When I first was talking to Mike and he was talking about, well, we're getting ready to do all the PEX piping. I was like, dude, don't touch it. Tell me what you're doing. Are you doing PEX A or PEX B? He says, no, we're doing PEX B with the crimp rings. I says, all right, don't touch any piping yet. I'm going to send you a tool.
You sent him the crimper.
I sent him the crimper. That was the same crimper I tried to get Mama V to buy, and she was like, I am not buying a tool that costs that much money for what little I got to do. I'll fight it. And she fought it. She fought it hard. She fought it hard.
You can buy them on Amazon now, the whole kit for next to nothing.
But
You know,
the crimper tool, Gary,
It's cheap now.
the crimper tool that I sent to Mike was made by Ryobi. And the one I sent to him was the tool, the battery pack, and the charger. I bought just the tool for $75.
ouch.
I paid $250 for his. But what happens is when you put that tool on the crimp ring, you just pull the trigger and let go. It'll crimp that ring right down perfect every time, and then it'll release off of that ring every time. So there's no in there with the hand crimpers trying to get into tight corners and all that stuff.
Yep.
You can be in the tightest corner there is, and it just pull the trigger, let go.
Yep. You ain't got to
Simple
pull
and
it
easy.
out and check it and everything. It's
Yeah, you don't need no gauges or nothing because it's guaranteed. Actually, you gauge the tool. You gauge the tool before you even use it.
Paul, I'm there for you, brother. Yes. And then this is the other part of it, Paul.
That's the part that goes through the center to show your broken heart. If his finger was more
They sure
crooked, you'd understand.
If I have to break
Well, I
away
guess
again,
we got that one cured.
if
Come
I
on,
end up having
Troy,
to break
don't-
away again, it's because of my cousin calling me back.
That's fine, Gary.
I don't get to talk to her that often, so
And
That was-
Gary, I know last couple days has been hard for you. My heart's with you, and I'm beside you.
Yes.
thank you. I
And
appreciate
you've
it.
handled it. You've handled it rather well in the videos. I will give you credit for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like being a duck. You calm as hell on the outside, but paddling like hell underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. We're brothers, so
I appreciate
we're
that,
by
man.
your side.
That was
It's-
yesterday. Yesterday I thought it was going to be a lot tougher than what it was. The day before was harder, thinking about the day after. The day it actually happened. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, this is the time I got the call about it. And I'm like, it's all right. You know what? She would be mad at me if I was to be all upset and down and depressed about it. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
when my dad passed away many years ago, my oldest brother came up to me and he says, "You didn't get a chance to grieve." And I looked at him. I says, "No, brother, you don't understand. My dad, when he was getting ready to go, he got to be really cantankerous and he was an asshole to everybody. Seriously, he was an asshole to everybody. Me, my all of my relatives and stuff. Because my mom said, well, he didn't want anybody to feel sorry for him, so he figured he'd just piss everybody off first. Okay, well that was great. But when my brother Dale said to me, he said, well, you didn't get a chance to grieve. I looked at my brother Dale. I said, no, you don't understand. I already said goodbye to that asshole 6 months before he died.
right.
Yeah. Back when he
Because
was happy and nice. Yeah.
he got to the point where he was pissing me off every time I was around him. And I was just like, I can't be around you. My brother Donnie, who I took care of for about 2.5 years, when he passed away, he got to be the same way. And my brother Dale was like, what do you want me to do? And I said, well, I want you to go up there and clean everything out of his room. I want you to go through everything. Like if there's a sock in the drawer, look in the sock, because I know he had stuff stashed. I don't know what it is. It could be money. It could be weed. It could be anything. But I knew he stashed a lot of stuff in his room.
Yeah,
He got done going through his room, and he was throwing bags of garbage down, all of his old clothes and everything, because nobody's going to want it.
Yeah.
And we were loading it up out onto the porch. At the end of the day, he comes down. I'm sitting on the couch next to my mom. He comes down and he brings me this big-ass bag of weed, and he throws it down on the coffee table. He says, well, bro, that's what I found. And my mom's going, well, why are you giving it to David? What's he going to do it? And he looks at her and says, well, he's going to smoke it.
yeah.
And my mom was like, what? And I was like, Dale, you asshole, I'm supposed to be the good son.
Yeah. Well, it's like I got two relatives. One was a distant cousin, but the other one was my uncle. And people has raised Cain about their headstones and what it says on it. One of them was Popcorn Sutton, and because it says on it, Popcorn says "F you," but they don't realize my uncle's headstone is way more, says more things about it.
I'm gonna have on my headstone is gonna be a set of ass cheeks pointing up in the air so the whole world can kiss it for when I leave.
Yeah, man.
The day that I die, and my girlfriend already knows this, I want to be cremated, but I don't want her to save my ashes.
You know how morbid my ex-wife was. She said, if you
No,
die,
I don't.
she said, when you die, I'm going to have you cremated and put you in a thing and shoot up in it one more time. Well, I'm just stopping right there. That's
My brother Donnie, when he was cremated, he wanted me to take him back to his old camp and spread his ashes in the pond and make it fish chum. I said, all right, brother, I'll do that. Well, just so happened a friend of mine bought the camp. But before I got a chance to do that, I had his ashes in my safe. They were safe, I thought.
This is my daughter here.
We got vandalized. They
That's cool,
broke into the safe. And the one thing they did do, which helped me out a lot tremendously, is when they vandalized the house, they already had all of his ashes all over their hands. So they left fingerprints on everything with his ashes.
Yeah.
The
But
trooper says to me, he says,
that,
"What's this
Gary.
white powder?" And I says, "I don't know." And when I found out they got the safe, I was like, "Oh, that's my brother's ashes." It was like I looked up in heaven and I was like, "Brother, thank you. You finally did something right for me in your whole fucking life. You left fingerprints." But they couldn't find anybody that matched the prints. Because you can't take fingerprints off ashes.
Kosha
It has
ordered a
to be
bunch
the
of
oil.
like that and had a little bit of her ashes put in every one of them for everybody.
Yeah. That I like that, Gary. That's great.
That's what my girlfriend and her nephew did for her sister's ashes. Is they put them in all these little trivets or whatever, and everybody got one. I was like, I don't want one. I never met her for one. I don't want one. But boy, did they spend an awful lot of time doing that. I think between two of them, they were probably 6 hours. They had a little tiny funnel and all that stuff. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm not into it.
I mean, to me, it's not like I don't need all that kind of stuff in my life. You know what I mean? But that's just
Right.
that's a memorial for me. So it doesn't have to
Right.
be big and fancy, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, she could have dipped it in there and got a little tiny bit of it just for the keepsake of it is all.
Yeah.
Right.
When we went to the funeral, they wanted me to put her ashes in the ground, and that part I couldn't do.
Right.
To me, that was too final.
Yeah.
My brother Dale actually has my dad's ashes. And I said to him, I said, "What are you going to do with them?" He says, "I'm going to hang on to them until mom passes away." I says, "All right, so when they're all combined, what are you going to do with them?" And he says, "I don't know. We'll figure something out then. Right now, I'm not worried about it."
Yep.
Mom's 90 years old. I'm not going to rush it.
Right?
But what are you going to do with them? I mean,
Like my mom taught me a long time ago when I was real young. When I die, take that one day, get it out of your system, and move the hell on. Just make sure I'm buried in Arlington. I don't give a damn what you do with the rest of the stuff. It's all stuff I can't take it with me, and I don't care about it.
I don't want to be buried anywhere, to be honest with you, because that's an expense that I don't want to deal with. But in the same respect, I don't want you to save my ashes for any reason either, because there's no reason to save them.
No, I know.
Right.
Keep the memories. That's part
What
of
are we going to do?
YouTube.
Mix them in with the garden seeds and sell them with the customers?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing YouTube, is so that my grandkids can grow up and their great grandkids can be up there and go, and now I get to see what my great grandfather's all about.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's what I told everybody. Of course, we still have my family homestead, which was has been here since the 1700s, and we've got the family grave site up there. I said, just turn me in the ashes and take me over there and just spread it out. That way, it's
all of the old school people, like my aunts and uncles and whatnot, and even some of my cousins, they believe in what has to be a true Christian burial, where you have to be in a casket, you have to be put in the ground in the cemetery, and everybody has to come and do it and whatever.
right.
You know what? That's $6,000, $7,000. They don't need to waste out of my little bit of a $10,000.
Oh, that's a nice
savings that they're going to get out of it.
What the thing about it is, I don't have that. If I pass away, there is nothing. There is no money for anything. So why would I burden my family that they have to come up with that? So
Right. This is kind of another topic in the same direction that I find really funny. My girlfriend said to me, she says, "Well, if you pass away, I need you to do me a favor." I said, "What's that?" And she says, "I need you to make me a list of all the tools you have out in your wood shop and how much you paid for them. That way, when I go to sell them, I have an idea of what they're worth." And I looked at her and I said, $20, sell it off. There's no way I'm going to give her that dollar value.
There ain't no telling when I'm going to die.
On a table saw.
Yeah, there ain't no telling how old that tools are going to be by the time I die. You know what I mean?
See,
Yeah, but my table saw was $1,250. I told her I paid $500 for it. Why do I want to give her the real value?
see, Paul now he's getting into it. He's like, "Oh, Troy, I told you, Troy was 13 and it was so worth." I will be right back. I don't like doing this, even though I do it all the time. I got to
He's got to go water his horse.
Yeah. No.
Go talk to a man about a river.
Well, no. Because usually when I go try to see a man about a horse, I find out it's a pony, and it's like, and a lot of times it's a Shetland. So,
Oh, speaking of that, did you guys hear the latest song I wrote for Gary that I just released yesterday?
I seen it. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's
It's
actually
called
pretty
My Buddy Gary.
Yeah, he needs to finish it though and do the other one like I told you with the original idea.
He started it. He sent me this thing. He says, I want you to do a song about this with a sawzall. And I was like, all right, fine, great. I'll play with that one. Well, I did do the other one, Gary. But I don't think I saved it. I don't think I saved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was where the dude was naming all of the schools. I don't think I saved it. Let me check. I got it right here beside me.
Oh yeah, let's
I
find
got
out.
I got double monitors going on. Let me check to see if
Once
I
I
saved it.
figure out how to do that, I'm
Yes,
gonna
I did. No, I didn't. No, I
I
didn't.
come up with all kinds of ideas for songs like that. So
I didn't. I should have been able to go back and pull that up and be able to play it right here, right now, and just turn my microphone around the speakers. I had it up there, but I didn't save it. I was deleting a bunch of other variations, and apparently that one got put into it too.
Yeah, David, why don't you do that one for every Saturday night? You come up with a song every Saturday night. You start out with that, and then do with your commentary like you did tonight, which was great, and then you bring us up afterwards.
Because you realize how much time I spend doing the music end of this stuff.
I would love to learn how to do it because I mean I think it's I come
Well,
up
I
with
gave you the hint,
songs all the time. So
Gary. I gave you the hint. The problem is that if you use AI to create the words, that really puts you in a spot of knowing, okay, what rhymes, what would fit in if I changed it to something else, what would I change it to, and then what kind of music do I put it to, and how do I want that music to sound? That's some of the hardest parts of it. That one I did for you, I think I put out 15 iterations of it before I finally got one. I was like, yeah, that's the one I'm going to keep.
okay.
Yeah.
And because I kept going through it so many times and deleting the ones that were before it, I actually deleted the one that was the original one that had what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, I get them in my head. I get the idea for the song, and I get the music, and I mean the bass music of it anyway, and the whole. I get it in my head, and but getting it out there is a whole different, you know, a whole different ball game.
So all you need to do is come up with the idea, know enough about music or be able to make sentences at certain lengths or whatever and make them rhyme or whatnot. Get the word part of it down first. And then you can send it to the AI music generator and say, okay, I want it to be country. I want it to be comedy. I want it to be upbeat. I want it to be a male tenor voice. I want it to be this. I want it to be that.
Yeah.
And doing that program that I sent you the link to, it uses a whole bunch of different variations. If you don't give it any variations, 9 times out of 10, it'll come up as being like a old rock and roll or rap.
Okay.
Well, the one you did for me was great.
Yeah, I worked on that one for probably, I don't know, maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Paul.
Yeah, back to
Yeah.
the
Now.
Sir Paul Ass. That is his new name now. But you know, I'm gonna show
I'd
you
like
this,
to meet
Paul.
Paul. I think that dude is hilarious.
Yeah. This is my great granddaddy.
Oh, you're related to the Smiths?
I am a Smith, and that's his Civil War diaries, and actually has his father and 2 aunts' diaries in it too.
Troy, wouldn't it be really ironic if you could do like a family tree and find out you and Mike Smith are related?
They kind of look alike.
They do. Actually, Mike looks older.
It is possible. Yeah, we're stop that right now. But that would be cool.
On Christmas Eve.
Because I love them kids to death.
Greg, are you sitting there playing a game or watching other videos?
No, I'm just listening to your guys' conversation.
Somebody's got a TV or something in the background.
Yeah.
And there is a TV on.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, Hallmark. Christmas movie.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the Heartstring TV channel.
Yeah. Mama's over there laying down, and Mushu's right there on my pillow.
Yep. And you still
Hi,
see
Dana.
Paul's still trying to talk shit. So
Yeah, well, Paul's not going to stop that. You know him.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. So
yeah. And actually, yesterday I was on live with him and with Paul and MT Big Mike, and a storm went through here and it knocked everything out. Electricity, internet, the whole 9 yards. And I was like,
All right.
I had to go back and say, hey, what was going on? But
Hey, did any of you guys catch Johnny Gillum from Gillum Farms on the auction video he put out there?
that was great.
I haven't
Man,
seen
I'll
the
tell you
newest
what.
one.
If I was in his area, I would have bought one of those 2 trailers. Probably not the landscaping one. But they both sold for $1,100 a piece. You can't buy a trailer of that size in my area for that price.
Did you see the one that he went to
anymore?
where the boat, that gorgeous boat, sold for $300?
Yeah.
No,
That was the same video. I think it was.
I didn't see
Was
it.
I
will say this. I did watch Gas Monkey Garage. Any of you guys watch that today?
I haven't.
He had a Lamborghini delivered by helicopter, and he's giving it away.
Gas
Yeah.
Monkey Garage is still on.
Gas Monkey Garage is on YouTube, and most of the shows last about 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're working on some really special projects now. But he's got one car he's giving away right now, and then the Lamborghini is the next one up that he's going to be giving away. That Lamborghini was delivered by a helicopter.
What the hell?
My biggest problem with Gas Monkey Garage,
It's on speaker.
y'all seen the building down here. We used to build street rod custom cars down there, and to see what he puts out, yeah, it's not.
You can't compete.
When what was his name? His top guy?
Lauren's back.
Huh?
Lauren's back. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
hey.
Eh,
When he left the show, that's when I stopped watching it. When
I'm not sure.
Aaron was his name.
Yeah.
He was
Actually, Aaron was the only one that actually had any talent on that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, well, he's got a lot of new people on there now, and I'll be honest with you. His master mechanic, I was watching today, doing some work with a milling machine on a transfer case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that guy was like spot on. He didn't really show a whole lot of what he was doing, but he did say, "This is what I needed to do." And then when I went to put the piece into place, it fit perfect. But he's got this new kid named Ryan working for him. Ryan's 20 years old. He's getting close to turning 21. So what had happened is that the owner of Gas Monkey Garage and his I don't know his name. I do, but I can't come up with it at the top of my head. They took Ryan out to this barber shop called Papa D's or something like that. And they got him a real nice haircut and stuff. And then they took him over to Tecaroras or whatever it's called, where they do cowboy boots and stuff. And they got him a pair of cowboy boots, a new pair of pants, a new shirt, a new jacket. And when they got all done doing all that stuff, this kid looked spiff. He came out and he's going, Texas, beware. There's a new gas monkey mechanic.
Right.
And all the girls are going to be like, oh my God, that guy's actually cute now that he's got his hair cut and shit.
Yeah. But it's I just a lot of their work that they put out and everything, it kind of shoddy work. And
if you look at what they're doing now, it's all pretty spot on. But to be honest with you,
right.
like this one car they're working on.
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
We never had the tools and stuff and that they had.
Oh, most shops never would have the tools they have.
Yeah. So
That Ryan kid I was talking about. That Ryan kid I was talking about. He's like 20 years old. He runs the CNC machines. He runs anything that needs to be made out of plastic on a 3D printer.
Yeah.
And he also has a Wazer water jet system.
Yeah.
And he was cutting parts on the Wazer today, and it was instantly perfect. You know, it was just like, oh my God,
of course,
it is phenomenal. He came down there from Iowa, so he's kind of a country boy anyway. He's from Cornland, and yeah, I was watching that stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. And the car, I believe it's Ferrari, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
But it's a dual rear axle car. It's a special car, and they sent it to an artist, and the artist came back with his rendition of it, and he messed it up really bad. So now they got it back, and now they got to put it all back together again and make it what they actually told him. This is what we wanted to see, and they're doing a phenomenal job on it. A phenomenal.
Yeah, they are great with what they have now to use, but I'm talking when we were doing it back in the 80s.
Yeah, we didn't have any of that stuff.
Everything was handcrafted and more hands-on. And
back in the 80s, Troy, we didn't have plasma cutters.
No.
We didn't have TIG welders.
No.
We didn't have any of that stuff.
We were actually the company I worked for, the garage I worked for up here. We actually got in, and the owner of the garage was friends with a mining machinery company, and we actually was making stainless steel frames for 32 and 33 Fords. They were actually making the frames and bringing them down, and everything was hand welded and done everything. And you could either get it in a Corvette rear end or a Jaguar rear end, and the Mustang 2 was front suspension was the best you can get, and it still is the best you can get. But we were actually cutting the cars up to make it. Now you can buy them off the shelf.
Yep. And, well, not only that, but now you can powder coat stuff. We couldn't do that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That is so game changing.
Yeah, it was. And actually, I was up here the day before yesterday. What y'all's here, and it's the garage right up here on the other side of the Mexican restaurant that y'all seen. And he's building another 47 Ford. It's the brother of the guys that they owned all that. They've all died off. He's the only one left. So that's his garage now, and he's building another 47 Ford because that was what he had back when he was a kid.
This is ironic. I actually have a really, really big stick welding machine that is probably about 4 foot tall off the cart, 2 foot wide, and probably about 4 foot long. It was made by Hobart. It was a Hobart. It was part of the old Smith Corona Corporation's maintenance department. So it's like really old, but it works great. So I got that for a stick welder. I have a flex core welder that is also a MIG welder. And then I also have a TIG welder. And then I also have a plasma cutter. But as of lately, I also have everything to do powder coating except for the oven that you have to put it in to be able to bake it on.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to figure that one out. I'm probably going to end up building my own. That'll be when the garage gets redone.
I can see that. That would, that would really be sweet and not that hard to do.
It's easy to do. It's just you gotta waste space for the oven.
Right. And
And it's a
actually,
lot of electricity.
you could actually do that and start out with the old BuzzBox Lincoln welder and build off of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Troy, Paul wants to know what Robert E. Lee was really like.
We can't talk about that on this channel, but if you can figure out if anybody you know, Paul, has my info, maybe making a home, good. If she has it, I can tell you some stories about Robert E. Lee that the history books refused to put out.
I really never. I went to a place where I learned how to weld, Lauren.
Yeah.
But I did not go to school for it per se. It was kind of like a school, but the problem was the guy that was teaching me how to weld couldn't see for shit.
Yeah.
So I'd have to stop welding and then wait till all the lights came back on, and then he would come in and he'd look at my weld and tell me what I did wrong and try to correct me, and then I'd have to go back in and do it again. And I learned on what they call bed rails. That's a high tension steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably one of the hardest steels to ever weld on. It's not like your cold rolled steel pipes and stuff. And I'd re-weld it. And you're going, okay, well, come back in and look at it now. And he'd come back in, he'd look at it, yeah, no, you missed here, you got to do this. And I actually learned how to weld by doing that, but I can weld better than that guy by about 150%.
Yeah. Well, that's like when I was in high school when we had shop.
Oh, when I was in shop, I did all kinds of metal work.
You go up, and then we go up to the Votech, and I took metal trade. Was the class I took. So it was machine shop and welding, and I've done it for 3 years. And so we went through all the different types of welding, and I can't tell you how much I love machining.
Lauren, I don't know. Let me ask Greg. Are we planning on going to 10 color this year?
I'm really thinking about it.
Well, that's what I'm hoping that we are trying to do. I'm already going to buy or purchase 2 sites there. So,
Lauren, when is it?
If we can make it.
Lauren, when is it? Because I might be able to make that trip as my own trip. When is it?
Oh, shit. I had it here. I don't know. But
I wrote it down originally, but I don't know where I wrote it down.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going on renting 2 sites there for us if we can go out there.
Oh, you're right. 2 sites. I don't even just stay with Greg and Gina. I can just ride with them, and I can park my tent behind their camper because you're allowed two camp parks in each one.
Yeah. Well,
dates haven't been announced yet. Well, how are we going to know if we're going to go then?
It has been announced.
Oh, it was yesterday. Never mind.
Yeah. But no, if us 3 go out there together, I'm going to rent. I'm already. I got the money set aside to get 2 campsites. That way, there's one for us, and then another one for anybody else. For what it needs to be.
Let's just get to the matter at hand, shall we?
And then plus 2, the gas money and everything. Get out there, but
Gary's disappeared, so I'm going to send him home. If he comes back up, he comes back up. But if not, he'll be fine. There we go.
You just wanted to see my M&Ms I'm eating. I know.
Are they mini M&Ms? Because I seen them on sale at Dollar General.
Yeah.
Oh, they're full. Oh, I can't do. Oh, peanut butter. Those aren't M&Ms. Those are Reese's Pieces wannabes.
No.
Yeah. I actually got the Reese's peanut butter cups, but there were lava cups, and I didn't know it because I wasn't paying attention to the label when I bought them. I'll tell you what, you want to try something special? Those things are freaking awesome. It's almost as good as my this is one of my go-tos. The Bueno Minis.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, these things are awesome. I was at my local hangout, and the bartender had some of them, and she was passing them around. And she gave me a couple, and I was like, "What are these called?" And she told me. Of course, she works at a store where they sell them. And I was like, "Oh, I got to have some of them." And she said, "Well, they're those prices at the store." And I was like, "All right, well, that's fine." Well, I didn't go to her store and buy them. I bought them at Walmart, and they actually cost more at Walmart than they did at her store.
I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the chat and everything, and then Paul just throws something in there.
Paul's always doing that. Paul throws stuff in everywhere he goes. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's here or there. He's always throwing stuff.
I don't know why I keep messing up.
All right, well, let's big Mike and Terry's meet up in Texarkana. We're talking about what's going on at Lake Tenkiller.
Lauren just asked, but I'm going to look it up real quick because I know it's already out there.
Lauren, thank you. I'm glad you put us out there above your husband. That was very nice of you. Joel will be mad, but I'm glad you put us out there above him.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I tell you what, I seen a recipe today, and I sent it to Lauren. She needs to make that for Joel. It's for Joel. It is a French toast casserole.
French toast casserole.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Joel needs a French toast casserole.
I don't think you poured enough M&Ms into that bowl.
No. I need more.
See this container right here, guys? I brought this home yesterday from the bar, my local hangout place, because I had to wait for Leah to get out of work. Yeah. It was full of what's called candied walnuts. They had cinnamon, nutmeg, orange juice. Oh my God! I'll be honest with you; those things were freaking awesome.
Yeah, my hair is bad.
Your hair is fine.
As kids, you're right. That was great.
Lauren, email me the recipe for your French toast casserole. I might want to try that one out.
Well, she don't have it. I sent it to her today.
Okay, well, Troy, send it to me. It actually sounds good. I don't know. I like French toast. I don't know if I need a whole casserole full of it, but.
And FedEx does deliver, so
yeah.
Think of me.
Paul, to be honest with you, that container was stuffed full to the top, and it lasted me about 1 hour. And I spent half of that hour driving home.
Lauren says she makes a French toast casserole every Christmas morning. There you go. I didn't.
Man, you guys are way behind.
Oh no, I'm right at the top. I made us a big batch of candied pecan.
Oh yeah.
The secret is a pinch of cayenne pepper. Yeah, that's true too. And I also seen that you can replace the orange zest for lemon zest. And I also seen something about crushed red pepper, but I don't think I want to play with that one. Oh, FedEx delivers everything except for ammo. They won't deliver ammo anymore. When they delivered my ammo, they said somebody had to be here over 18 years old to sign for it, and they left me 2 boxes of 1,000 rounds, and nobody was here to sign for it. They still left it. So they lie when they say they got to be there, but that's just FedEx. I'm glad they left them on my porch because I'm the one that ordered it, but you never know where they're going to leave your packages. FedEx is terrible about that. I've had FedEx deliver custom-made computers that were for customers of mine that were supposed to be delivered to my computer shop, and they got delivered 3 or 4 miles away and up behind the guy's house where he never went behind his house in the wintertime. And thank God he seen the footprints in the snow and had to go investigate to find out why somebody walked in his backyard. Because that's where my computer was. So don't trust FedEx.
Yeah, UPS. Actually, even the post office is bad.
Well, for me, my post office is excellent because I go there every day. And UPS, they're here almost every day too, so they're pretty good about my address. But with FedEx, we have a big sign on the front of our seat house that says "Leave all packages here," and they'll put them over here on the house porch. They'll put them over in front of the front door, which isn't even accessible from the front porch, and they'll just drop the packages way over there, knowing that door is not even openable.
Yeah.
You know, why do I need 2 front doors? You know what I'm saying? So that front door is like closed off, and they still leave packages in front of that one, knowing that you can't open the door. But I've also had times where they leave them at the front door on a house porch, where they're right in front of the door and you can't open the door. So you got to go out the back door, travel a path all the way around the house to get to the front door, to move those packages back, to open the door, to put them back inside. I've had that happen probably a good 30, 40 times.
Yeah.
First error was assuming they can read, Lauren said.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I get packages for other people all the time.
I've already found the YouTube meetup for next year, but I gotta figure out what. April 19th is the first day, but I gotta figure out. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see crap. So.
Oh, aren't you glad to take pictures so you know they put them in your trash cans? That would suck. Okay, I'm gonna wheel the trash cans out to the curb, and I'm gonna get rid of the trash in the cans. I didn't know my packages that were supposed to be delivered are in there. Oh, just threw them away. Okay, send me another one.
Yeah.
You know, I normally wouldn't tell you guys this stuff because it's really not something I should share on the internet or whatever.
Yes, you
would. I got ready. Well, no, I really wouldn't. When I got ready to start delivering for Amazon Spark, I decided I needed to have a really heavy-duty wagon that was at least 30 inches deep and 38 inches long, that folds down compact and can be put in my car.
Yeah.
So if I'm delivering a whole lot of groceries to like an apartment building or whatever, I can put all the groceries in that cart, and then hopefully they got an elevator and take the elevator up and drop them off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ordered one. And they said, yeah, no, that order's been canceled. I was like, well, why was it canceled? Oh, we can't tell you why it was canceled, but that order's been canceled. So I ordered another one from a different company. Same thing pretty much. I said, I want this wagon. I got to have it delivered as soon as possible. And they said, well, we'll have it to you by Sunday. And because they couldn't deliver it by Sunday, and because they already canceled the first order that I put in, they gave me 50% discount. And I was like, all right, cool. I accept that. You know, that was nice of you.
Yeah.
The next day, the first wagon got delivered. 2 days later, the second wagon got delivered, and I was like, I'm not telling nobody about this. Your error is in my freedom. I don't care. Now I got one for my car and one for my truck. Being an honest guy, I would say, yeah, no, send the first one, send the second, tell them to cancel the second one because the first one got delivered. But I was like, yeah, no, it was your screw up. It wasn't mine.
Your luggage will be sorted.
If there was actually a deal going on because the car got delivered on December 15th, and I ordered it like December 5th, and it was supposed to be delivered by the 10th. There was a deal going on doing Amazon Spark where if I could have had that wagon, if I'd have done, I think it was 15 deliveries between the 10th and the 15th, oh, I would have been eligible to win free groceries for a year. Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, I don't have the wagon. I'm not going to go out there and start grabbing on all these orders because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I sure as heck don't want to go to an apartment building with 75 bags.
Oh, come on.
No, I have to carry each one, 2 or 3 at a time on each hand. No, screw that.
Right.
I
Well,
wanted to have that cart. I've only used it once since I got it.
well, I don't know, but I think I just sent all the 10 color meat info to Lauren and both of y'all.
I'm not sure if I got it.
And it might take a little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I got to go to a different part of where I'm at, and I don't know.
It says April 17th to the 19th.
Yep, 10 color YouTube meetup. I got it.
Yep. And I tell you, any questions you got about that, just get a hold of Johnny and Christine.
Why are they going to auction off our spot?
It's possible, but they are. They're actually, I guess, they're again this year. They're heading it up.
Hey, bro. How you doing, bro?
Like I told you guys last time, it I'd like to go, but I don't know if I want to go there for the whole time. You know what I mean?
No. Oh.
Right. Yeah.
Go pop in and hang out for maybe a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to do the whole weekend. I don't want to do the whole weekend.
No.
I've done that twice now, and it's like, okay, well, it's kind of a waste of time for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The main day, whatever it is, Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like, all right, how can we stop in and see a couple and help them on their homestead? And stop in.
I would rather.
Hey, how are y'all? And then drop out and to go to somebody else and say, hey.
Like we did the last time. Like we did the last time, I would like to go help somebody like Mike and Lissa or whoever else is in the area that has some things going on.
Yeah.
Help them out for a while and then go for it and just, get there the night before so you're not like in a rush to get there or whatever.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't even hurt my feelings if we had a place to go back to otherwise. Because like the first time I went to Lake Tenkiller, Oklahoma, we had a cabin in the woods on top of a mountain. And so we drove down. We did the night before because I had to drop some stuff off for like Dave Warren. I had a whole case of coffee mugs for him, and I had another whole case of coffee mugs for Mike from HalfAss Homestead.
Yeah.
So we went down. We did that. We hung out and talked around a little bit that day, and then the next day we went down again. But then we left that night instead of staying there. We went back to the cabin. And then got up in the morning, packed our stuff up, and headed back. Mm-hmm. That wasn't so bad. But I'd rather go there and help people on the way rather than just go there and just say, okay, we came for this.
Yep, that would be cool.
Yeah,
because I can guarantee you there's going to be somebody in that area that needs a little help. It could be White Rock.
Or anybody.
It could be Mike and Lissa. It could be, Daz, Crazy Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't care who we help, but
I would like to. If it works out, I would like to stop and see Denise and Marcel.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Even if it's
Absolutely.
to stop going through for like lunch or something.
Right.
Because I think we were kind of rushed the last time.
Yeah.
Actually, if we were to do Denise and Marcel, and then maybe work our way down into Eric and Missy.
Oh, Tilted K.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because they could use an extra
Yeah,
hand
I
right about
like
now.
that. Yeah.
They could use an extra hand right about now, and then maybe White Rock because they're not too far away,
Yeah.
and then work our way from there. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back to Mike and Melissa's and give them a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they
For
are
sure.
great kids, and there's
I mean,
kids. I love them
yes.
to death.
And I mean, David could use help too if he would accept it from it. You
Yeah.
know,
David.
yeah.
I
Well,
don't know about David. David's pretty self-sufficient. He doesn't really like a lot of
yeah,
help.
but
Yeah.
let me tell
And
you, have
yeah,
you
but
been
Andy,
watching
Andy
the
is
videos?
yeah, but then he also you got to take into consideration. He also has his kids coming down to stay for quite a while. His
Yeah,
daughter's going to be staying there, but his son's coming down to help him too.
yeah.
So
He's only
I
going to
don't
be
think he
there
would
5 months.
accept our help because he wants to have his son do the help.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
the most he could say
My
is no.
opinion.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just an offer.
Yeah,
You know, to
yeah,
give you an extra set of hands.
yeah.
I mean,
And because he's right over there, we're right next to Gary, right there next to Mary. We're going to be right next to Pops. We're
yeah.
going to be right there next to Sean and Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some lady and some guy that's on here that always causing trouble might even need a hand.
I
But yeah,
I actually I actually had a thing in my head when I was younger where my life's mission was somehow get $1 million, buy a big Lincoln Town Car, a
oh,
really big enclosed trailer, load up all my tools, and just drive around the countryside. If you see somebody working on their own house where they look like they needed an extra hand, you pull over, you ask them, do you need an extra hand? All you gotta do is feed me dinner
Right.
and give me a place to like get electricity or water from for the night, and I'll stay in the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Or
like
even in the car.
yeah. I thought about at one time even getting a big trailer, or not a big trailer, but big enough to where in the front of it that I can make the place to live at, and
yep,
Yeah,
on the back side of the back toward the back
up in
end,
the back.
uh, have toolboxes and everything, and basically a traveling garage, and just
yeah.
I
The
would, I
only
would,
thing you got to remember when you go with the big, I call them car haulers.
right,
Um, you got to watch out because even though it's a classified as a camper or personal use,
you have to watch
you
your
got to
weight
watch out
limit.
for DOT. Make sure if
yeah,
you get one and you get it registered as a personal trailer.
Not for hire.
Right, right.
Everything has to have not fired all over it.
Yep, because if you don't have that on there, they're
Yeah.
assuming you're making money off that trailer.
Oh yeah, and it's
yeah,
got to be on the truck, not only
Right.
the trailer. It has to be on the truck too.
yeah. If you detach it, you have to have insurance on it.
Yeah,
Kind of like a camping trailer.
yeah,
As long as that camping trailer is connected to your vehicle, it's covered under your auto insurance. The minute you detach it like a campground, it's no longer covered.
Yep.
yep.
Ace, I was talking about Lauren and Joel. Or if you need help, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Most everybody that I met or whatever is in
Right.
Arkansas. I mean, besides you, Troy. And Dave, I don't count him because he's just my hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah,
But I mean, with honestly, with all of our, I mean, I'm building a 2-bedroom apartment in the basement right now,
Right.
but I'm not recording the whole thing because it's hard for me to do the recording and
Well,
Well,
as I've always said, I mean, we all do a lot of stuff, but if you were to actually take the time to set up the cameras, show what you're doing,
yep,
get different shots of everything and everything else, it takes 3 times longer to do anything.
yeah.
yes, it does. Yeah.
When I do something, I just want to do it, get it done. I don't care about the camera angles. I don't care about any of that. And most of the time, I don't even put a camera up because I don't want to deal with that part of it.
Right.
I mean, I've got some video on a camera that I've filmed doing it, you know, or showing it, and you know, but I'm not in a hurry to put it out. I want to get to the point where I can film a lot of stuff all the time and put it out, but
Yeah.
I just, my mindset is set on getting this done downstairs, and for
Right.
my steps.
I have a drone. I have probably 7 different cameras I could use if I wanted to. But my issue is, where do you set them up? How do you set them up? And oh my God, the editing time on that. You know, I mean, look at Drew's last video of just putting that one board up over top of the overhead door on the garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had like 6 different camera views to make that work, if not more. And then you got to go in and you got to edit it. That editing takes an awful lot of time.
Yes, Paul. That's why I mean, she's been, you know, down there, but
Yeah.
of course the
Well,
dog's there too. So
Right, you're right. That's
I would-
my thing. Either film
I
it or get it done. I
Yeah.
prefer to get it done.
I would like to take what I did out there today, and of course, I only took 3 videos and I sent it to y'all, and actually I threw some on Facebook.
but
But I would love to be able to, because I don't know how to do it.
yeah.
Put all those together to actually put out a video on
But
YouTube.
You know, now YouTube has, and I see this, has figured it out that more people watch a video if it's under 3 minutes than that watch a full 1 hour video.
Oh yeah, they've been that way for a while.
So now they've allowed
at
you
least
to,
at least a year or two they've been
Yeah.
that way.
now
And
they've
that's why they moved everything over to the shorts. You can do a short and it goes up to 5 minutes long.
no, it's 3.
No, it's 5 minutes.
You can go 5 minutes on a short now.
Yeah.
They increased the
Just
time
changed
on it.
it because I did one the other day, or was trying to do. All right, yeah, maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. They increased the time limit because a lot of the 3 minute videos were ending, and then they'd have to come in and do part 2, and people wouldn't go back and watch part 2. So everybody was complaining about it and said, "Well, we'll go 5 minutes.
Right.
We'll let you go up to 5 minutes." But the problem is, you still lose most people within 3. Speaking of which, guys,
Exactly.
we've been on for 1 hour and 33 minutes,
Holy crap.
See, my
and
computer
we
says
still
an
have
hour
8
and 38.
people watching. We still have 8 people watching. We're doing awesome.
Yeah. Well, you
We
know,
made all the short.
Merry
Well,
Christmas.
you
you know
short
Paul's
records.
in there because Paul has no life at all.
He says he's bugging out.
Merry Christmas, Paul. I don't blame you. I'm getting ready to
Love
bug
you,
out
brother.
myself. I'm getting ready to bug out myself.
Yeah.
Babe.
So, guys, did we have fun tonight? Did we bring anything new to anybody or anything like that?
Ready for bed.
Okay. It was all great. I enjoyed it all. Always
Yeah.
do.
All right, so let's call this one a night.
Okay.
I'm going to say next Saturday night. Yeah, why not?
Okay. David,
27.
David, you know, I like that where you come in and talk for your little bit, whatever you want to say, and then
I just
wait.
thought I just thought it would be a good difference.
It was, and actually, it worked great, and I enjoyed it. That way, you got to say your piece.
Have a Merry Christmas, Ace.
Merry Christmas, sister.
Merry
All right,
Christmas,
gentlemen. You guys have a good Christmas, and don't
Right,
get-
you don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg, you know I love you, brother.
Yes, sir.
And
We'll
All right,
get
guys.
together. I'll give you guys a call, and we'll get together about that. Right now the plan is to go,
yeah.
but I
Well,
can't.
we'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Oh yeah.
All right. So for right now, let's all just say everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
And if you're available after Christmas is over with, I think we're going to plan on showing back up next Saturday night.
Okay. But I tell you what,
Always a buck.
there's always a butt, and you know I'm always going to throw a butt in there.
From Robert E. Lee.
Yeah. The first is my birthday.
The first?
Yeah.
That's next 2
Well,
Thursday.
that's like a Thursday night. We won't be doing that.
Well,
You'll
no,
have time to enjoy
we
it.
ain't. But I'm just gonna throw this out there. Amy at Leonard Mountain Homestead, she's going live, and she's doing a New Year's Eve, and I will be on there. I think they're probably going at about 10 o'clock.
Your birthday's on New Year's Eve?
No, my birthday is New Year's Day. I was born 3 seconds after midnight on New Year's 1970.
Well, I'll drink for you, but my God. At least you weren't born on Christmas.
My dad beat me as a kid because you were 3 seconds to being a tax write-off for the year.
I tried doing that with my son. He was born on October 1st. My birthday's the 10th.
Yeah.
I kept telling my girlfriend, cross your legs. It's not time yet. I want him for a birthday present. All right, guys. Let's plan on meeting together again next Saturday night.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
And
all
next
y'all.
Saturday
All right,
night,
love you guys.
everybody wish Troy a happy birthday.
Later.
Later.